everyone, welcome to B's Cocina. Today I am going to do some Dominican Mangú, and basically what it takes is you're gonna need, depending on how much you want to do, I am going to do 2 plantains, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna peel them up and I am going to cut them and put it in boiled water. And basically you boil the water. You put a little bit of salt. Let's see where my salt goes. Put a little bit of salt in the water. And you're going to peel your plantains. Okay, so basically this is going to be peeling the plantains, and you're going to cut them, and then you're going to do this and basically try to take the hard shell out of it. And what I do is I normally make like an incision, like basically from the bottom to the top to the bottom, and then I just go around here. I go around where you see this little thing here, right here. You go all around like this. And then what's going to happen is when you're done, you're going to be able to try to take out the plantain. I mean, sometimes this could be a little bit difficult depending on how, and you can do another cut in the middle right here, and then you start peeling. This is how I do it, and this is how it works pretty good for me. So if you do that, it'll make your job easier for them to peel off. So, and then sometimes it's going to be a little bit stuck, so you're just going to have to go in there again and try to go like this and peel and peel. And I'm going to go on the bottom too and do the same thing on the other side. Then you start peeling with your hands, and this is what you get at the end. This is how the green plantain is going to look once you peel it off. And what I do is I actually cut them, and it's completely peeled. That's how it should look when you're done with it. And you take everything off, and then I cut it in the middle like this. And then I just cut it in 1, 2, and 3. I can cut it like here and here. And then you have like 3 parts, 1 and 3 parts, and it's almost like 6 parts all together. And then when you're done, you just put it in the boiling water, and I'm gonna do that right now so you can see it. Sorry, this is the boiling water, and I'm just gonna toss it in, and the only thing that's in there is basically just so I'm doing that, and then I'm going to do the same thing with the next plantain. I'm going to do 2 of them, and what I'm going to plan on doing, I live in Texas, so I don't have some salami, which is normally what Dominicans would normally have it with, so I'm just going to have it with some fried eggs, maybe, and that's what I'm going to probably fry an egg and have it with my my mangú. And you know, it's pretty simple. You can also cut some onions and, you know, with a little bit of vinegar. You can put a little bit of vinegar on the onion and then fry them and then put it on top of the mangú. So that is going to be the best way of doing things. As you can see, this is peeling off very easily. I mean, it takes practice to get to this point, but you know, guys, if you practice enough, and you know, you're able to do this. And basically just peeling off the skin of the plantain, and then what you're gonna get is you're gonna get this whole plantain already like totally peeled. And then you're gonna do the same thing over again. You're gonna cut them in the middle, and then you're gonna cut them in 3 parts. And the reason I'm doing this is you can cut it like this, whole, like this, in 3 parts. But I want them to be done faster, so that's why I'm making them in half. And they're gonna bake faster, and that's gonna make my job a little bit easier, and it's gonna be faster done. After you're done with that, you put it back in the boiling water, and you're gonna have them boil until, wash my hands. You're gonna have the plantains are gonna boil in the water until they are tender, like soft. And then you take them out, and once you take them out, what happens is that you're basically just gonna smash them and use some butter. My mom used a little bit of ice cubes to keep them soft, and that's always also a plus. So that's the first part of it. I'm going to try to join both videos and show you the next process. So I'm going to join them together. We'll see how that works out. Okay, bye. Oh, I'll see you in the little while when the plantains are already boiled already, okay? Hello everyone, this is a continuation of Mangú, which is a dish, Dominican dish. I already boiled my my plantains, and they are already done. Now the next step is to smash them, and for this you can either get one of the potato smasher, and what I recommend you to do is smash them up like this, and I'm gonna show you how they look. I use a little bit of the water from the plantains to give them a little bit more moisture. You can put a little bit of ice. My mom put a little bit of ice to keep them moist and to keep them from turning hard, because sometimes plantains can turn hard. So I'm gonna get a little bit of the ice. Put like 1 or 2 cups of ice in there to keep them moist, to keep them from turning hard. That's a trick that my mom taught me. I think I might overcook a little bit the plantains, but they guys should feel soft when you're done. And of course you want to put a little bit of butter on it. A little butter. Okay, so here you go. I'll put it like a little bit of water. You can put like a half a teaspoon of butter. See how that goes. And you can pair this with, if you're in New York, where I used to live, you can have your cheese, like fried fish, like a Tropicana fried fish. Fried cheese. Or you can also add a little bit of sausages, you know, and whatever you want to have it with, it's up to you. And I am gonna have it with some fried eggs, because I don't have anything else like salami or anything like that. Normally when you pair your plantain, they go with salami perfectly, and they taste so yummy. And I'm gonna taste this. I haven't had some Mangú in a while. And if you want to put a little bit of salt, you can put a little bit of salt depending on how you want to taste it. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt in there to give it a nice taste to it. But the texture is so yummy. It's almost like mashed potatoes, but with the plantains. That's basically what you're doing. And they should look like this when you're done. And that's how the plantains should look, and that's what we call mangú. And I'm gonna fry an egg, and then I'm going to show you guys how that looks. Okay? When you get it, you can also fry a little bit of onion and onion with a little bit of olive oil and vinegar, and then seal it, and then throw in those onions in there, and then they get caramelized, and then you put it on top of it, and it looks so delicious. Give me a second. I'm only gonna do like a 1 egg, and I'm gonna use this Curtis Stone. I love that guy. He just cooked the best. This is like a 9-inch one, 8-inch pan, and I'm going to fry an egg in it. And then when I'm done, after I'm done frying the egg, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the caramelized onions so you can see them too. And I'm not gonna do too many. I mean, if you have red onions, they're perfect, because those are Dominican onions, like they're reddish, but I'm gonna use the white ones because that's what I have on hand. Babe, can you lower that, please? And then you have the onion, and basically what you're gonna do is just cut them in thin layers, and I'm gonna do that right now. Let's put some oil on this pan. Oil. So we're gonna fry that egg in the oil. And the rest of the oil we're gonna use, what we're gonna do is we're going to fry the onions. So this is the pan where I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna fry the egg. I can do 1 or 2 eggs together. It depends on your preference. Maybe I will do 2 of them. It'll be up to you guys to do what you want to do. But this onion is like a little bit of onion. I'm not doing too much. Some people that like onions, go ahead and make as many as you want to, but I'm just gonna make a little bit. And then you're gonna cut them in thin layers. Thin layers. And I'm gonna show you how thin they have to be, like this thin, okay? Okay, let's see if we can do this. You can see them better. There it is, like a thin layer. And I'm gonna cut them a little bit. I want them not to be too thick, because I don't like thick onions. I don't know if anyone likes thick onion, but I don't. So this is going to be pretty simple. So I cut the onions, as you can see them. Let me turn this here so you can see them. The onions are cut. Now I'm gonna use a plate, a little bowl to put them on. And what I'm gonna do is I am going to place the onions in the bowl, right? You can use a plastic bowl. I'm using a paper bowl because I don't want to have to wash too many dishes, but guess what? That's what's gonna happen. So you're gonna put the onions in there. That's where the onions are, okay? Sorry, that fell there. And you're gonna put a little bit of vinegar inside. This is my vinegar, white vinegar. And then you're gonna put a little bit of it. A little bit, you know, just some, maybe like a couple spoons of vinegar should be fine to make that consistency that you want. So definitely, let me show you. It's not too much vinegar, you see? That is the vinegar with the onions. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna look for something to cover that pan, because that pan is gonna be, when you put the vinegar in there, it's gonna be, the oil is gonna be jumping all over the place, and you really don't want to get hurt or burn or anything like that. You can either use something like this to prevent the oil from coming up, and this is what I'm gonna use. or you can use a cover for it. And basically it's going, at least until they stop jumping and you know the oil is too hot. Let's do the eggs. Eggs. Did you put some blueberries on your oatmeal? Good. You like them? Good. Okay, so here's the eggs. And what I like to do with my eggs is put it in a little bowl of some sort before I put them inside of the. Oops. Okay, that just broke the egg. Okay, before I put them in anything else. So let's try to do this. A little bowl. So you put your egg in a little bowl. And you put it in a little bowl like this. And then you put it inside of the oil to fry. Pretty simple, you know, frying an egg. It's not that complicated, but some people might find it a little complicated. But this helps because you basically, and if you want the egg not to stick, you can put a little bit of oil underneath it. But this is a non-stick pan, so I don't have to do that. Just do this and put it in here. So the egg is going in here. So now we're going to fry that egg. And like I said, it's going to be a little jumpy. 1 second. Okay, let's do this. The egg's going to be, let's do this, okay. So dump in here, that's the egg right there. Then of course you're gonna scoop some of the oil and just drip it on top of the egg. And I'm gonna plate the mangú already in a plate so you can see it better. Mangú is going to be on this plate here. And I'm just gonna make it look a little neat. See what I can do here. Okay, I'm gonna put the whole thing. I'm gonna put the whole thing in here, and then I'm going to try to make it a little bit presentable. And you can continue moving that egg around and make sure that it gets done properly. You can turn it around if you want to. It's up to you. I'm gonna turn it around so it can be done faster. So I'll put a little bit of more heat in it. And then this is like the egg already turned upside down, so the yolk can be done better. And I'm going to put everything else here. So let's see how we do this. Plantains taste so good. I haven't tasted plantain in such a long time. It's hard for me to find them here because in Texas, you know, they get ripe pretty fast, and they actually, you know, they don't get to I don't get to see them very often. But when I do get to see them, I have to make them like right away, like the next day. Like I got it yesterday and I'm making it today, because if I didn't. Okay, so now we have our onions and vinegar, and then we're gonna put it inside of that pan. And like I said, well, maybe it wasn't too hot, and normally it will splash a little bit, but let's put the heat a little bit higher so we can. And basically what we're trying to do is to get that get the onions to caramelize. And they are not going to be too many onions, but there's going to be enough. And then you want that olive oil to give that beautiful taste to the oil mixed with the olive oil and the onions, and it's going to be doing this caramelization that is going to taste so yummy on top of it. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the egg that I put on top of this, because I want to be able to put this on top of it, and then the egg basically to like on top of it. Hopefully I don't make a mess of here, but let's see. Okay, so this is how it's going, and then this is how it should look once you're getting those onions, beautiful flavors. Let's put a little bit of oil in there. It's gonna jump a little bit, but you know what? It's not that bad. I guess because my pan is so good that I don't feel like it's gonna spill all over the place. But I'm still gonna put that thing, the cover on top of it, just to protect myself and to no. But let me show you guys how it looks. It's looking like this, the onions. And then I'm gonna say, you know, mangú is not a very, you shouldn't eat it every day because there's a lot of oil consistency on it, and especially if you do this process of frying the onions and getting them caramelized and putting it on top of it. But I promise you, it's gonna taste so good. You guys are gonna love it. So the onions are getting that beautiful caramelization, and you can see them. They're getting that beautiful color that we need. And on top of that, that little oil that's on the bottom is gonna be so just perfect for that mangú. So let's try to, this is the mangú right here. And I'm going to use the onions on top of it. So this is like the onions on top of it. And that's a lot of oil. If you guys want to take some of the oil off, you can definitely do that, which I am going to do. Just a little bit of the oil can come off. I think I put too much oil on it. But you just want that mangú to have that beautiful effect. And now you're going to put that egg on top of it. Let's put that egg on top of it. And you have this beautiful mangú that is just beautiful. And it's a Dominican dish that, you know, I'm going to enjoy. I haven't had this in a while. And let me see how it tastes. Guys, I should take a picture of this before let me see if I can take a picture so I can put it in my Instagram. Well, hopefully I'm taking a picture of it, but this is how it looks. You have the mangú, you have the onions on top of it, and then you have this little oil around, and then you have the egg. You can put a little bit of the salami. You can do some cheese, you know, tropicana, the cheese that you can fry and put it on top next to each other, and that is just going to be amazing. I'm going to taste a little bite of this with a piece of the egg, and let's see how this turned out, because I think it's oh my god, this is delicious. I'm not very fond of onions, but right now this is tasting amazing. Wow, thank you God, because I was able to find some plantain to make this beautiful dish that, as Dominican, mangú is one of those things that you make and it's so yummy. And if you go to a Dominican restaurant and they have mangú in the morning, guys, and they call it tres golpe. The tres golpe means that you get cheese, you get salami, and you get an egg, or you can either get sausage, depending on what restaurant they're doing. But this is how they look.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And oh my god, this is amazing. Well guys, this is mangú. I hope you guys like it and that you enjoy this video. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And I know I'm definitely gonna enjoy this mangú because it looks amazing and it certainly tastes amazing too. I'll see you next time, and Beast Cocina. Bye bye.